everyone, and welcome to my channel. This reading is going to take a look at the timeline you are on. So what timeline are you on? So if you have not as of yet chosen a card or stack on the table, go ahead and do that now. There are timestamps down below where you can go directly to the portion of the video that's going to give you an up close and personal look at the cards on the table. Take as much time as you need to, pause where necessary. There is meditation music there for you, so that way you can relax into your selection process. And if at any time you feel led to pick more than one card or pile on the table, go ahead and do that, right? Trust your intuition to guide you in that way. So pick more than one if you feel it necessary. These readings are also timeless, so whether you watch it at the upload time or sometime later down the road, whenever it's placed into your awareness and you feel an intuitive nudge to watch, there may indeed be a message here for you. Nonetheless, I always try to remind everybody that these readings are general. I can't possibly expect to connect with all of you that are watching, although I hope you manage to find a message here. But what I suggest is maybe, if the universe led you to my channel, it could be that somewhere in my content, there is another message that has what you're looking for instead. So I recommend that everybody have some fun exploring my channel and my content. I have weekly readings, full moon and new moon readings, as well as general collective readings for everyone, and pick a cards. So there's a lot to choose from, as well as shorts, right? So I do work on shorts every week. So have some fun exploring. There could be something in there that has what you need at this time. So with all that being said, Star Family, I will go ahead and leave you here, and I will meet you at your reading of choice. Pile number one, viewers, you chose the Time Machine card. I know these are hard to see, and it's hard for me to get focus because these cards are so small. So you chose the Time Machine, and you also chose the Good Karma Tarot. These cards, I do read them with symbolism, okay? They come from a child's, I guess, card game that I found at the thrift. So I did not shuffle for these cards that you choose from, but if the symbolism in any way applies to the reading, I will definitely incorporate it. What I chose as a theme for all of you to pick from was something that was demonstrative of, I guess, movement, travel, openings, right? So that was kind of the theme that I went for when I picked all of these for you to choose from. So we are looking at the timeline that you are on, and I have the Good Karma, but I'm also going to use the Fairy Godmother Oracle cards. I've had these for a while. They're very unusual. They have shadow and light elements in them. So yeah, let me see if I can show you the box. So yeah, I don't even know where you can find these now. I really don't know. Maybe they still have them online or on Amazon possibly, but that's what I'm using in addition to the tarot. So let's find out what timeline. Whoa, did you see that? I didn't even get to shuffle. What timeline are you on? All right, let's find out. Destiny. Whoa. Romance. Okay. Authenticity. Damn, I like it already. I really wasn't going to take that many cards. I think I was only going to take like maybe 2 or 3 at most. Okay. And vulnerability. You see how there's shadow aspects and stuff? I like this. And I'll tell you why, because the vulnerability energy doesn't scare me. What that's basically saying is to be open and receptive as far as what this timeline that you're on at this time can bring, because it does look like you are headed towards some kind of maybe destined romance or destined path of authenticity, and you're just gonna have to release it's almost like release expectations, because it could be that the timeline that you're on is maybe different than what you had hoped for yourself or envisioned for yourself. And vulnerability requires that you trust. So in a way, Spirit's like saying, well, trust the timeline that you're on. Allow yourself to be open and receptive. There is a need to have an open heart. And sometimes when we have fears of vulnerability, fears of maybe letting our guard down, especially when it comes to love. But I feel like this is saying Spirit wants to just have you trust a little bit more. Open your heart to the possibilities. And yes, that does take some vulnerability and a little bit more of an open mind. Okay. You're on the path to something that's destined for you. It could be a path of purpose. And I say that because of the authenticity energy, which is symbolic of authentic self-expression in that way. Okay. So you're on the path to align with things, people, places, and scenarios that are more authentic to you. So a more authentic self-expression, a divine maybe destiny. It has to do with love and romance for some of you, for sure, in that way, because we have Prince Charming on the card. Then we also have the beautiful energy of the sun, which is also of success. So your timeline, the timeline that you are on, is aligned with your greater path, destiny, purpose, your greatest self-expression, those people, places, scenarios, and situations that are in full alignment with you. For some of you, this is in regards to love, but Spirit is asking you to open your heart, keep an open mind, and trust. And yes, sometimes we have fears of the unknown, which make us feel vulnerable. Maybe we're afraid to open our heart to someone new because we're afraid of getting hurt. Maybe we've had bad experiences when it comes to love and romance in the past, and there's a wall up that we might have, and we're afraid of being vulnerable with someone new because we don't trust as easy. Now, that definitely applies, let's say, if it comes to romance, but if it comes to the energy of vulnerability in general, when it comes to new things, new experiences, new places, new paths of purpose, Spirit is still asking with these cards for you to just open your heart and keep an open mind. Because I feel like with this energy here, you're afraid maybe of being vulnerable when it comes to walking into unknown territory, or what the future may hold, or what, your destiny, right, has in store for you. But you have angelic support here. You have support in the metaphysical and etheric realms, maybe support from your star family. I mean, if you look at it, she looks like a fairy godmother, right? Looking out for her, I guess her ward is the word that's coming to me. Interesting. So it's like, think about it. You're a child of the divine, and you have a support system looking out for you, who's always watching out for you. This is saying, don't worry about the aspects that you can't see or that you don't fully understand, because we have your back. Okay, we have your back. It's like the ancestors are also saying, we have a duty to you. We have a responsibility to look out for you, to support you, to help you arrive at your destined outcome, right? We have this energy here of the path ahead. It's giving full vibes as well, because if you look at it, he has like the little satchel on his over his shoulder, and he's walking a new path, but he's walking into this beautiful sunshiny, positive, warm energy. And yeah, I think it's super positive. The timeline that you are on is a timeline of destined people, places, things, and scenarios and purposes that you're meant to fulfill. One of authenticity, to align you with the right people who are authentic and genuine to you, the right places that are authentic and genuine to you, to align you with the right purpose and plan that is authentic and genuine to you. Not to be afraid of walking into the unknown, like the Fool energy, right? Because the Fool carries very little into new territory. He travels lightly because, he doesn't want to take the past with him. So again, when it comes to love, especially, don't drag the past into your new relationships, because it can, cause a wrench in that scenario. Try to release those things, heal from those things. So that way you're not judging new love based on old experiences. But, sometimes as we walk into the unknown, it requires us to trust and take leaps of faith. The Fool does do that. It is a bravery card in that way. It takes a leap into the unknown, and trust that the universe will help guide it where it needs to go, where it needs to be. So in that way, there's a new path definitely opening up to you with that energy. and it's going to require that you trust the unknown aspects of it as far as where it will lead. But just know that the timeline that you're on is meant to align you with everything that is authentic and destined for you. But it's going to require that you trust and open your heart. Yeah, the time machine card. It's so cool because it's like a travel, right? It's like a time machine. I think with this energy is kind of saying you hopped the timeline in a way. You did a quantum leap in that way to help put you on the path towards destiny, purpose, and maybe for some of you, love and authentic self-expression. So let's see if we can get a few cards here from the good karma. Also, I have done a full reading with these cards as well, so I will actually link that down below. It is a pick a card using these cards. More of them. All right, so let's see. What timeline are you on? Pile number 1, viewers. So you can get a little bit more info. All right, if I need more cards, I always grab out to the side, but let's see. Wow, the Page of Wands. Oh, okay. Do you see that? Ace of Coins. Definitely brand new beginnings here. Very similar energy, right? It's like here's an Ace of Coins that kind of looks like the sunshiny energy here in the Destiny card. Wow, okay. Page of Wands. You know, it's funny because this Page of Wands is giving 4 of Wands in the background, isn't it? And that's kind of why I love the Good Karma Tarot, because there's energies in the cards and the illustrations that play off each other in that way. So definitely some form of success here with the 4 of Wands in the background of this page. Also, pages are good news. You do have brand new energy opening up to you here. It could be money, windfall, a gift, an opportunity that comes your way. This is the first step in the direction of an investment or an opportunity or an open door where the universe gifts you with something. So you could be receiving something here with this Ace of Coins. The timeline that you're on is meant to open a new door for you, help you arrive at some level of success, inspire you also with the Page of Wands with brand new ideas. And the universe, I feel over here, is like cooking something up for you, right? And it's like you're just in this position right now that maybe, you know, because her head is in her hands, that she can't see it, right? So it's like you're in a position where as of right now, you don't know where the timeline that you're on is leading you, but Spirit is cooking something up for you. The universe has something in the oven, right? Like a bun in the oven of some kind. There's something cooking up for you or being prepared for you, I feel. There could be some communication and good news that comes to you in regards to this opportunity, open door, and portal that is being delivered to you, or you're being put on the path to, and you're about to walk through. Okay, so I feel like this is happening very soon, but let's see what we have here. Yeah, I mean, we have Knight of Wands. That's travel energy. Okay, so you're definitely on the move, and you have the time machine card, so it's kind of like, yeah, you're moving in the direction of this energy. You're already on the path to it. You also could have a Knight of Wands, fire energy. We have 2, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius on the table. So you definitely, with the horse energy, the unicorn, and then the Knight of Wands, you could definitely have love and romance, passion, purpose, right? All those things coming towards you, or you're moving in the direction of them. But Spirit is saying, look, the timeline that I have you on is full of abundance with the Ace of Coins, full of opportunity. And you're being moved and directed and inspired and nudged to take action in the right direction. And the direction that you're being put in with the Knight of Wands is moving you in the direction of these things, right? In the direction of your destiny, in the direction of your most authentic self-expression, maybe creative expression. So it could be that, you know, the Page of Wands is also divine inspired, big, bright ideas that are coming your way to take action in the direction of a creative endeavor, goal, or pursuit. And it's like the universe is opening the door to you, for you, to help you arrive at this creative goal and endeavor achieved. And there's a little bit about the timeline that feels at present, it feels that's unknown to you. But the underlying energy is saying, look, as far as the feeling or the vibe, Keep an open mind. Keep an open heart. You have support. Don't be scared about what lies ahead. You're moving in the right direction. You're on the right timeline. You're on the timeline to all these gifts, all these blessings, Ace of Wands, or I'm sorry, Ace of Coins, Page of Wands, right? You're on the timeline of all these gifts and blessings that are about to arrive to you. Expect good news coming your way to help push you and move you along. Good news, right? Gifts, blessings to move you along over here with the Knight of Wands in the direction of all these things that are best suited for you. And I feel like that the Wands energy is very courageous, very motivated, inspired. It's determined, creative, adventurous, right? Be open to the possibilities and the adventures, right? That could come from this timeline that you're on. Again, the Fool takes an adventure. He takes leaps. He goes on a journey. And it does feel with the Wands energy that it's very adventurous. And that there's going to be some fun and unexpected things. So just have some fun in regards to where this all could lead, or keep a enthusiasm, I guess, about where this all could lead. And the Wands definitely do that. And they also act upon the way that Spirit nudges them with inspiration. So I feel that Spirit's going to come through to nudge you to do something, to take the first step. Page of Wands, also Fool, right, in this card, in the direction of something. But what it's going to do is just open the door for you to arrive at and put you on the path to all these things. And a lot of these things are destined for you. I feel like the Knight of Wands is traveling, moving, yes, and it's like these things are coming towards you and you're also moving towards them. So I really do like this for you, pile number 1 viewers. Blessings, windfalls, abundance, gifts, okay? Tangible gifts with the earth energy of the Ace of Coins. Big, bright ideas, opening doors for you. Communication, good news coming through to assist you, to move you along, to take action in the right direction, to help you arrive at all of these things. So expect your success. Expect love, possibly, or the pursuit of a passion or creative endeavor and or goal. But just know that the timeline that you're on is moving you in the path of authenticity and authentic self-expression. And it's just going to require you to keep an open mind and heart. And know you're supported. I have the Goddess Guidance cards here. Let's see. See if we can get a final oracle for you. Pile number 1. Okay, what's that? Oh, I love it. Purification, Coventina. It says, it is time for cleansing, detoxification of mind and body. I feel like that's saying renewal, healing, cleansing, release, right? Maybe in preparation of what new things are coming towards you with that Ace of Coins, because we see the Ace of Coins is like basically an open door. So I feel like maybe you've done the healing, the cleansing, the renewing, and now all that is preparing you to receive over here. Yeah, I have this camera so zoomed in that I'm kind of running out of space to put the cards. So that's your reading. I do feel like you've been cleansed, cleared, renewed, or you've gone through a purification process, but it's all in preparation of being placed on this timeline. I think that was the prep work to get you to this new timeline where all of the things that align with you authentically reside. Okay. So trust your instincts as well with the Page energy to take action upon big, bright, bold ideas. Be courageous in the pursuit of these things. Spirit's going to inspire you, communicate to you. Again, Page of Wands is good news or communication energy. So be prepared to receive insight, ideas, communication, maybe downloads where you're going to need to take action upon them and take leaps of faith, I feel over here. But you're ready for this, okay? Just keep an open mind and heart while you do it. So let's get an angel number for you for this reading. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice for angel numbers. These numbers, when they show up, can confirm a lot of what I've already said in the reading and or provide you with additional messages that maybe you need personally in the moment. I don't recommend a source because it could be one you don't like, and I never want to imply that one source is better over another. There's a lot on the internet, so I said find one that you trust with your heart and go with that one to deliver the messages that you need. Again, take the journey, find your own magic. And also probably refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section for the same reason. We want everybody to have the chance to find the magic for themselves. So let's see what numbers come up for this reading. 2. All right, that's a 6. All right, I like it so far. And a 9. So let's see here. Hold on. What was that? 269. I'll put that in the screen for you. Go ahead and research that number, see what it brings to you. Yeah, if you feel this reading has helped, like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment in the comment section. I'd like to hear from all of you. Visit me also on Etsy, my Etsy shop. Link is down below. I have Starseed t-shirts I designed myself, handmade crystal jewelry that I make by hand, as well as personal readings upon availability. You could also join my channel membership for exclusive readings and content that I put out for members only. That's another way to support me and what I do. So maybe have some fun exploring my Etsy shop and my channel at your leisure. Sending you much love wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and always keep shining. Hello, pile number 2 viewers. You chose the opening here. I know these cards are hard to get focus on because they are so small. They're very extra mini cards. Let's see if I can get, yeah, there we go. These cards actually come from a children's game that I found at a thrift store. I mean, they don't really have divination meanings, but I read symbolism. So if any chance, let's say that the meaning or the symbolism in this card does apply to reading, I will incorporate it for you. I did not shuffle for these. Basically, what I did was chose a theme of cards that I felt were like, moving you into a new timeline or energy of travel or openings, right? Openings, basically. So that's what I did. And I do have the Radiant Tarot here for you today, as well as the, the Fairy Godmother Oracle. I don't even know if this is like still in production. It's such a very unique deck. I've had it for a while. It's just not something that I use very often. So let's go ahead and get the reading started for you. Again, the Radiant Tarot and the Fairy Godmother Oracle. I feel like I should zoom out a little bit. Okay, because I feel like I'm not getting a clear picture of the cards. There we go. So let's see. What timeline are you on, pile number 2 viewers? Let's see. What timeline are you on? What timeline are you on, pile number 2 viewers? See if you can get 3 cards. All right, is that 3? Just 1? Yeah, it is actually 2 and 3. Okay. Let's pull these over first, and then I will shuffle for the tarot. So we have fickleness. Let's see. Identity. An announcement. That's really interesting. Fickleness is about like trying to decide something. I feel like this is saying the timeline that you're on has to do with choosing who you want to be moving forward. Okay. And we have announcement, which is about news. So some of you could be changing something about yourself. That's the basically the timeline that you're on is about changing something about yourself and announcing that or putting that out into the world. Maybe you're changing a job. Maybe you're changing something about your physical appearance. Maybe you're changing where you live, and there's a choice up ahead on this timeline that you're on where you're going to have to really buckle down, get out of the fickleness energy, right? And finally decide, okay, who is it that I'm going to be? What is it that I'm going to do? What is it that I'm going to pursue? And then really follow through with that to a point where you feel confident enough to share that with others. So let's say if you are thinking you want to switch up where you live, right? That's just an example. It's like finally getting to a point where you say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to move. I don't feel that I align where I'm at anymore. It doesn't align with my, who I've become. I want to go move to this place because it aligns with the version of me that I feel that I have changed into. It resonates with me more. Let me go ahead and finally decide that I'm going to do this. And then you go and you have to, tell it to the world. You got to tell your family. You got to tell those closest to you. Say, look, I'm moving. I'm moving to, I don't know, I'm moving to a sunny place. I'm moving to the mountains. I'm moving overseas. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to be over there because I feel that it matches who I am at this time. You see, that's an example. Or let's say you're changing your job in this timeline. The job that you're currently doing does not align with your current values, or doesn't align with, the person that you feel you've become. So it's like, I'm going to change my job to align with my purpose, my passion, and my identity at this time. And it's really about buckling down in this new timeline to change and switch something up with yourself in order to align with those things that really match who you feel you are. And it's about, making a very clear choice to do that, and then tell who you need to tell about it. If you got to tell an employer, look, I don't want to work here no more, that's part of the news. That's part of the announcement. That's part of, basically putting it out there. This is who you are. I could see this as a switch up of maybe your personal identity too, right? Something about yourself that you're changing, and you need to share that with those around you. Or something that you've figured out about yourself, and it's like, you know what, I'm not going to keep this to myself anymore. I have to share that. I have to tell people what's going on with me. So in this timeline, you are opening up, right, to a different aspect of yourself. And maybe I'm just going to put it out there because we have the opening energy. We also have the identity. So I don't know if some of you are coming out of the closet finally and announcing that to the world, that bravo, right? Be yourself, put that shit out there, because at the end of the day, it's your life and you got to live it for you. And you can't keep that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is about really stepping into the truest form of your identity. So in whatever aspect that may lean or fall or whatever, you got to kind of take your power back in this way and stop sitting with the fickleness energy on the fence about it in a way. And that can apply to so many things in life. And that's why, that's just one example, I guess. But that opening energy is basically saying you're opening up to this change or switch in something about you in this new timeline. This new timeline is helping you step into who you really are as a whole, and coming out of the dark, maybe coming out of the shadow, right? That's why we have this energy here of the opening, which is like it was a cave, and you're stepping out from the dark into the light, right? And it's like unashamedly so. This is who I am. This is what I want from my life. I'm not going to apologize for that. There's something about this unapologetic energy that's also coming through. So yeah, it's about living authentically, genuinely, and not sitting on the fence. And finally deciding this is what you want, this is what you're going to do in this new timeline, and that's it, right? I also feel like the announcement energy is also coming through to say that there could be some really good news on the way. You could also, in this new timeline, be sharing news in some way. But it's about, I feel, making a choice, getting out of this indecisive or fickle, sitting on the fence energy about what you want to do, where you want to go, who you want to be. You see what I'm saying? And finally stepping into what feels right and true and in alignment with your most authentic self. And then acting upon that, putting it or making it a priority, and stepping out right into the world unapologetically in a way. I feel like this energy, this new timeline, is not about hiding things anymore. Yeah, it's not about hiding or masking or any of that shit. This is really you just stepping out fully. Maybe you did the shadow work too. I feel there's some shadow work coming from that opening card. But there's an opening here in this timeline that's going to help you step out of an impasse energy, because the fickleness can be that, where you feel like you're at an impasse. You're not sure what to do, what to decide, where to go. You know, should I go this way or that way? Should I choose A or B? And it's like finally this new timeline helps you to get out of that impasse energy and fully step into the best version of yourself, unapologetically so. Fascinating. Okay, let's see if we could get energy of the tarot, or from the tarot with the radiant tarot. Let's see. This new timeline that you're on. Let's see. All right. Whoa. All right. I just wanted 3 cards, but we have a few. That's okay. Let's see what we have here. I don't even know where to start. Let's start from this. Yeah, let's start from left to right. Hold on a second. All right, so we have the 2 of Pentacles. You know, that's definitely tied into that fickle energy, right? Of like weighing your options, weighing the pros and cons of what you should do, shouldn't do, or what to decide. Trying to juggle too many things all at once, or juggle your options, or yeah, so that definitely falls in line. Page of Wands, big bright ideas. Okay, I love this. So yeah, there's something in this new timeline. The timeline that you're on is going to help you decide your path. Help you decide to take action with the Page of Wands in the direction and step into something new. It could be that you step into a creative idea, or again, it's energy of good news. It very much ties into the energy of announcement. So you can make a choice over here and decide, you know what, I'm gonna share that decision, or put it out there. I'm going to take action in the direction of an idea or a passion or a purpose that I feel that I need to pursue. So yeah, I think this is very much falling in line already. 10 of Swords, so you could put something behind you. So you can end something, right? And start something fresh, something new with the Page of Wands. So yeah, in order to step into this new aspect of yourself, you will, right, have to kind of bring a situation that maybe has been kind of like fickle or on the fence or undecided. You're going to have to put that away or decide to decide. And it's going to require that you put a chapter of your journey behind you in order to pursue this new energy and these new ideas and these new ventures with the Page of Wands. So yeah, you are closing out a cycle. The timeline that you're on is going to help you close one out. But it's also going to help you step boldly into something new with that Page of Wands energy, so you could take action. It's the first step in the direction of something that you want to pursue, or an idea that you have. Let's see. Oh, I love it. The Lover's card, balance, alignment, harmony. This is also energy of decision making. So yeah, 5 of Cups. Okay, well, 5 of Cups is kind of giving me the vibes of bittersweet. Okay, bittersweet energy of maybe having to leave something or someone behind or whatnot. But we have the Mourning Dove, which is symbolic of peace in the card. The lilies are also symbolic of endings. So it's like a bittersweet ending, right? You're coming into alignment and alchemical alignment, even with the Lover's energy. Swans also mate for life. So you're finding, I'm getting vibes of finding love, authenticity, finding alignment, harmony, balance within yourself alchemically. And that would be whenever you're falling in a, like whenever you are coming into your divine authentic self, you are alchemically aligned and in alignment. with the right means by which to attract in, magnetize to you. That's definitely what's coming through from the Lovers. I'm just struggling to articulate that. It's like when you're fully in alignment with yourself alchemically, when you are alchemically aligned properly, you are literally a magnet to attract and or receive and align with everything that is true and authentic to you. But in order to align oftentimes with everything that feels right to us, that brings us balance, harmony, and peace, sometimes we got to let go of mindsets, aspects, things, people, places, situations that would get in the way of us finding inner alignment with ourselves. If it doesn't ring true, we got to let it go. And sometimes we struggle with the choice of letting those things go. But then, like, once we finally do, we're free of anything that would keep us down. Because Ten of Swords is energy of endings, conclusions, sometimes loss, betrayal. This new timeline is about you finding who you are without any of those things, without any of those hurts, without any of those wounds. Healing those wounds, moving on from them, putting them behind you, and pursuing new paths and a new sense of purpose, a new sense of identity. And being decisive about the actions and the choices and the decisions that you make moving forward. And sometimes with the Five of Cups, it is a little bittersweet to let go of the things that we know, the routines, everything that we're comfortable with. The thing is that in the Five of Cups card, there's 3 spilled cups, but then there's 2 still standing, which is also symbolic of like the Two of Cups. It's a hidden Two of Cups, and it is kind of symbolic of the Lovers in that way. So even though you're letting something go that you can't retrieve, solve, or get back, or you can't kind of undo because it's in the past, right? What's done is done. There's still so much ahead of you. And the things that are ahead of you in this new identity on this new timeline are authentic matches to you, right? Think of the Two of Cups. That's an authentic match. That's an authentic union. Same with the Lovers. Right? So even though you're like leaving things behind that you can't undo, or yeah, because it's in the past, it is what it is. There's so much more positive stuff ahead of you. And in a way, it's bittersweet. It's weird because that's what the Five of Cups is giving me, a bittersweet goodbye to the old version of you, to everything you used to identify with that maybe no longer suits who you've become. So I definitely see you changing, metamorphosizing. Think of the ugly duckling, right? Energy of the swan. And if you know the fairy tale or the story of the ugly duckling, he was kind of the oddball, and then he metamorphosized magically into this beautiful swan. Swan energy also talks about magic, transformation. So there's something about you that's changing and transforming in this new timeline. It's a shift in your perspective, a shift in your identity. There is a shift in a paradigm, I also feel, in this new timeline. I also feel that you're shifting out of the dark and you're coming into the light. And as you step into the light and you release the shadow and you heal the wounds, you come into full alchemical alignment to arrive at the truest version of you. And it is a little bit bittersweet when you're leaving the old aspects of self behind. You know, you always have your memories to kind of like use as hindsight. But I also feel like this new timeline is so much more in harmony with you than anything you could be leaving behind. So if you have to make a choice, let's say with the Two of Pentacles or the Lovers, as far as what is it that you're going to do moving forward, this is about you choosing the path that feels most in alignment with you, moving forward with that, saying your goodbyes to those things, people, places, and scenarios that maybe no longer align with this version of you. But it's like stepping out of that energy of it being at a crossroads with the fickleness energy, perhaps, and really choosing your path with courage and embracing it. No matter who, right, you might leave or what you might leave in the process of arriving at your best self. So I feel healing, wholeness, alchemical alignment, a little bit of a bittersweet goodbye to things, people, places, and situations that you used to know. Making choices that align with the path that you want to forge for your greatest purpose and most authentic self-expression and identity. Choosing things and everything, ahead of you or for you that's going to align with you fully. This is about choosing you in this new timeline and letting the dark, the past, the wounds, the old cycles fully behind you, and embracing everything that you're arriving at that's ahead of you instead. And this new timeline, the timeline that you're on, is opening you up to things that are truly meant for you, that are an alchemical match to you, metaphysically, right? That match your vibration. And releasing all those things that do not align with everything and who you've become. So I feel like you're stepping in this portal, this timeline that you're moving into is helping you step into the light and release the shadow of your former self. Final oracle card with the goddess guidance. Let's see. Also, this feeling of, stepping out of the dark, putting your best foot forward, saying what you need to say, sharing the news with others in some way, announcing that to the world and, or those closest to you, despite who it might hurt. Okay. And there's courage in that. That's the thing. Like I said, when you change, you become a different person, mind, body, heart, spirit in some way. Not everybody's gonna be happy for you, right? But again, the feeling is here in this new timeline, you're not living for what others expect of you. You're living for you. And that's huge. So let's see. Oh my gosh, yes. Look at that. I always forget how to say it. Arakira. I don't know. But anyway, forgive me if I'm saying that incorrectly. But it's blossoming. You are literally blossoming in this new timeline. It says you are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. You are coming into your fullness, into your wholeness. Okay, that's what this is all about in this new timeline. You're stepping into the greatest expression of you, fully authentic, embracing yourself in all your facets. Okay, whether unapologetically so, whether people like it or not. Too freaking bad is the feeling here. Too bad, so sad, or so sad. I forgot the saying, but this is what this is giving me, and I like it. So it's like, take a chance on yourself. Step into this new energy, courageously, bravely. Make choices that align with you, despite what others may think or feel, or the opinions that they may have. This is about you truly embracing the best version of you in this new timeline and blossoming into your fullness. So I like it. Let's see if we can get a series of angel numbers here for you using the dice. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice to get an angel number for you. These angel numbers, when they pop up, can confirm a lot of what is already said in the reading and or provide you with a message that maybe you need personally on the journey. I don't recommend a source because it could be one you don't like, and I never want to imply that one source is better over another. I say go with the interpretation that speaks to your heart. Allow that to be your guide. Also take the journey to find the magic for yourself, and probably refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section, because we want to give everybody the chance to find their own magic. That's part of why I don't give you the number interpretation off the bat. I want that you to find that magic and take that journey for yourself. So let's see the angel number that comes up for you for this reading, pile number 2. All right, that is an 11. Okay. That is a 9. 11, 9, and 3. So 1193. Go ahead and look up that number. I'll put it in the screen. See what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading is helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe. To support this channel, consider joining my channel membership for exclusive content and readings I put out for members only. You could also visit me on Etsy. Etsy link is down below to my shop. Pay me a visit. I have handmade crystal jewelry there that I make myself. T-shirts, Starseeds t-shirts that I design also. And you can check me out for personal readings if you should ever require one. So much love to you wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself and always keep shining. Pile number 3, you chose the flying carpet for your reading. I did not shuffle for these cards that you choose from. These are from a children's game that I found at the thrift store a while back, and I thought they would do really well to give you something to choose from, and they're actually very fun to read with if you read symbolism as I do. And I do actually have a reading that I use these cards in, and I will link that down below for you. I chose as a theme, okay, because we're asking about what timeline are you on. So I chose a theme of like journeying, okay, from the cards. I picked a couple cards that would kind of depict being on a journey or movement into something different or new. So that's your card. I am actually using the Golden Wheel Tarot, and I also will be using the Fairy Godmother Oracle. I don't know if this is still in production at all. It's a very, very unique deck. I don't really gravitate toward it often, but I figured let's use it, right? So let's see. I'm going to start off with the Fairy Godmother Oracle. Let's see. What timeline are you on? Pile number 3 viewers choosing the flying carpet. Let's take a look. The timeline you are on. What timeline are you on? Let's see. Pile number 3 viewers. I'm going to start with this first, and then I will grab the tarot. So let's take a look. Wisdom. Okay, I like it. Self-worth, and ooh, your dreams. Okay, I freaking love this. All right, so the timeline that you are on is where you learn, right, your self-worth, or you come into understanding your self-worth. And there's so much wisdom that ends up being gained from that enlightening or enlightenment, right? Of coming into your self-worth, of realizing you are worthy and deserving of all good things. And that is a journey and a half, right? When you get to that point of realizing your worth, and embracing that fully, and not taking this feeling of not taking no for an answer in a way. Because you deserve better, you deserve the best, and you know that you are worthy and deserving of everything good. So it's like you're not going to settle. Yeah, that's the energy of basically not settling for less. I love that. So yeah, I mean, look at this energy of the owl. That's knowledge, wisdom gained from experience, right? And she has this sparkly like silver hair in the card, right? The lady here, or the fairy, and that's kind of giving me vibes of crone energy. So like in a way, you know, when you get to that stage of wisdom growth in your journey. You grow older, you do grow wiser. So it's like when you do have silver hair or gray hair, right? It's like those are kind of like wisdom highlights is what I like to say they are. And it's like as you come into maturity, right, you realize and you can learn from like all the experiences that you've had in the past. You can look back on them with hindsight and understand what they taught you and what they brought you. And in that, there's so much enlightenment and wisdom. That's why I always say hindsight is a gift. So the gift of, right, of what it taught you, what it brought you, those experiences, how it molded, shaped you, and helped you to become the best version of you. So it's like the timeline that you are on is helping to enlighten you, step you further into growth, maturity, spiritual enlightenment, and wisdom, knowledge, right? Proficiency is also what I hear. Maybe your spiritual prowess also. So it's like helping you to step into this beautiful, wise, sage energy. That's what this timeline is all about. And that spiritual wisdom is enlightening you to everything that you're worthy of. It's like you had to shed old facets of yourself that maybe had you accept less than really what you were worthy of. Because it's kind of like if at one time people, places, and scenarios made you feel less than, this timeline is showing you that, oh, no. You are worthy of so much more, and you will not accept anything less or anything that doesn't align with your true worth and value on this planet. That's the feeling here. And it's so empowering to get to a point or place in your life where you're like, you know what, I'm not tolerating that. I'm not accepting that. That's unacceptable to me. I know I deserve better. I'm worthy of better. So I'm not going to accept anything less than what aligns with my core values, my truth, and what I know to be the truth of who I am. So this new timeline is truly doing that for you. And it's kind of like with that dreams card, it's like in the process of arriving at this very solid sense of self-worth and value, right? You also are going to, as a result, manifest, it feels like, all your dreams. Because it does feel like maybe in a previous timeline, you might have settled for less. Or maybe you didn't think you were worthy of the very best, or from making a dream come true. Or, sometimes there's a little bit of we have a little bit of imposter syndrome when it comes to, do we really believe we deserve that? Or do we really believe that we're worthy of that? And sometimes we don't truly believe that, or we say that we do, but do we truly believe it? Do we accept it as a fact that we're worthy of everything that we wish for, desire, and dream of? And it feels like in this new timeline, you actually truly know with every fiber of your being what you are worthy of. And it's like you truly believe in this new timeline that you are worthy of making your dreams come true, or receiving the wish fulfilled. I feel like, I don't know, I'm getting a little bit of like Sleeping Beauty vibes, Cinderella vibes from this card, right? It kind of gives the feeling of maybe a fairy godmother granting a wish in some way. And maybe at one time you didn't really believe that a wish or a dream could come true. But the reason why maybe you didn't believe it was because you just hadn't fully embraced your true value and worth. And it could be that at one time people, places, scenarios, again, just didn't show you your true value. And then, you end up believing that about yourself, right? Is the feeling. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I'm getting vibes of like the dynamics of other people in your life or situations that you've been put in. Maybe had you question your own value, your own worth in some way. But that's what's in this new timeline, that's what's being released. Those false narratives of who you are, what you were worthy of, what you were deserving of. Um, and you're stepping into this wise, sage, beautifully, spiritually empowered energy, knowing your worth, believing it as a fact, trusting yourself, owning who you are. And as a result of truly believing in yourself and knowing your value, as a result of truly honing that, you then align with everything you've been wishing for and dreaming of. Okay, let's talk about the magic in the flying carpet, right? Think of Aladdin and the genie. A Whole New World, right? The Disney song with Jasmine and Aladdin. That's what this is giving me vibes of. So magic carpet rides, genies in bottles, wishes and dreams fulfilled. And it's all because you fully stepped into and believed that you were worthy of receiving it. And it's as a result of believing it that now you can receive it. Do you see what I'm saying? So in this new timeline, there is some magic at work. It's all because you've leveled up your own personal magic in alignment with your self-worth, which is now going to help make a dream come true. So I have a golden wheel. Let's find out what timeline you're on. This is the timeline where dreams become reality. But the reason why they're able to become reality now is because you fully know you're worthy of every wish, dream, and desire come true. Let's see. If I need more cards, I'll just grab off to the side. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords, Page of Wheels, which is Pentacles, and Temperance. I love that because that's energy of healing, balance, harmony, alignment, solutions, right? Purification. So Nine of Swords can talk about mindsets, okay? And I was already feeling that vibe, whereas before, you know, maybe anxiety, stresses, rampant thoughts, okay? Sometimes with this energy, yes, negative self-talk, worries, stresses, anxieties, yeah. Maybe imposter syndrome, possibly, but I feel like that's everything you're stepping out of. You have the Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Temperance is Sagittarius, but the Page of Pentacles does talk about opportunities, learning, stepping into new energy where you can grow, expand, and thrive. Pages are students of life, so they learn new things. Wisdom energy also talks about learning. Page of Wheels also can talk about education. So I don't know. I feel like this timeline that you're moving into, like I said, I don't know if it's because you're seeking further education to gain more wisdom and self-empowerment. For some of you, that could be this new timeline. You're stepping into something new. It's going to help you learn, grow, and expand, and help you learn to value yourself, to make your dreams and wishes come true in a tangible way. For others of you, it's like you've learned You've grown, you released patterns, paradigms, thoughts, and belief systems with the Nine of Swords that would hinder your growth or hinder you from materializing a dream or making it manifested. You released all that. And this new timeline is stepping you into this new energy where you're actually going to tangibly make a wish come true, a dream come true. But the reason why you're able to make it come true now is because, again, you're balanced, you're harmonious, and you're in alignment alchemically, magically, to make it happen. Because this is not the issue anymore, you see, in this new timeline. Page of Wheels, also investing in yourself. Higher education, possibly, especially with the Wisdom card for some of you. Starting a new job, a new opportunity to advance or step into a new path of career or a goal. I feel that this new timeline is helping you to release any limiting thought patterns or paradigms or anything that would hinder your potential. And the Page of Pentacles is full of potential. He's a student. Yeah, student of life always. We're always learning, growing, and expanding forever. But it looks like you're ready to trust yourself, to invest in a new chapter of your journey moving forward. Now that you truly know your worth, you're willing to invest in yourself in any way, shape, or form that you can. And I already mentioned a few, like higher education or whatnot. But in whatever way that you choose to invest your time, your energy, and your money, let's say, it's to help make a dream come true, to help take tangible steps in the materialization or the manifestation of a wish made real. But you're perfectly, with the Temperance card, in balanced, harmonious alignment to make it happen. You're working your own personal magic in some way. I always call the Temperance energy the mixologist, right? Because it's trying to find the harmonious solution to any given situation. She is that is literally the energy of the alchemist. So it's like you literally are the alchemist. And as a result of becoming your own alchemist, right? You're able to make magic. You're able to manifest things into your tangible world and physical reality. You literally are the alchemist. You're the magician. Magic carpet, and then the alchemy energy of the Temperance. So magic and alchemy. This new timeline is showing you that you can manifest. That you can actually take a seed that you plant with that Page of Wheels and materialize it. And it's cool that the Page of Pentacles is actually holding it, right? No longer just dreaming it, you're actually holding it. You're experiencing it. You cleared your thoughts. You've alchemized, you transmuted so much to get to this point where you're literally making magic for yourself. Let's see. So I'm also getting vibes of this new timeline is where you're manifesting things very easily. So I'm also getting vibes of like, just be mindful of, like, of your words and what you wish for, because since you're so in alignment, you can manifest things very easily, very quickly. I'll give you an example. The other day, over the weekend, I I was thinking of sugarcane juice. Okay, and it's usually, you know, you could find it in the summertime at the Asian store or whatever. And if you're lucky, maybe a Spanish store on the corner or something in the city, you know, it just depends. It's not always easy to come by. But I was like, damn, I really want some freaking jugo de caña, right? I was really craving that. And I was like, you know what, man, I want to go to market. I also need tea, black tea, because I drink black tea. I'm kind of weaning myself off coffee. And I want black tea. I had a list in my head of all the things that I wanted. And I was like, I want to go to the market and see if I can find these things. But one of the things I was really wanting was the freaking sugarcane juice, which is so rare to come by, okay, mind you. And sure enough, everything that I had in my mental list of what I wanted, I found in that one place. Usually, like I said, do not find sugarcane juice until the summer. But here we are, February, and there was a stand juicing the sugarcane. I found a tea stand as well. I got all my herbs. I got my teas. I got everything that I wanted. And I was like, what are the freaking chances? And I was like, you know, I must have manifested this freaking sugarcane juice. I was thinking about it for like 2 days straight, and boom, I show up at the market and there I have my sugarcane juice. Now, I know that's something so small and right on a small scale, but if you can manifest something like that on a small scale, can you imagine the things, you know, when you're in alignment, the things that you can create and manifest on a larger scale? Like, that just goes to show, like, how easily and quickly you can manifest and materialize things in this new timeline, you know? Let's even get a final oracle. Sorry if I'm rambling, but I was like, what the hell, man? I finally got the juice that I was wanting. Sometimes I think that when your body craves something, it's because you need it, right? So maybe there's some electrolytes in that juice that my body needed. But let's see. Look at that bold Freya. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. Look at that golden opportunity. Yamaya. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. There's your golden opportunity right here. Absolutely bold action in the direction of everything that you know you're worthy of, right? You're stepping boldly and courageously. You're releasing anything with this Nine of Swords that would make you doubt yourself, make you question your worth, make you feel like you're not capable. And it's like stepping into your worth, knowing that anything and everything is possible for you, and releasing fear so you can take action in the direction of your dreams. And definitely important doors of opportunity are opening up to you here. But again, it's because you're in alignment now. Okay. So I love this energy. This is for you. This is for you to walk through this new timeline and receive everything you've been wishing for, dreaming of. And also like this feeling of accessing your own magic. Realizing your own magic. Yeah, that's what I have for you. Pile number 3. Okay, let's keep it moving. Let's get the angel numbers. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice for angel numbers. The numbers that can come up oftentimes will confirm a lot of things already said in this reading and or provide you with a message maybe that you need personally. I don't recommend a source to look up because there's a lot on the internet, and it's kind of like, you know, this energy of, you know, take the journey for yourself, because you never know what you might come across when you do the research. There's other magic maybe that the universe needs you to find for yourself. If I gave you a shortcut, you know, I would maybe kind of take you off that path. I don't want that to happen. So that's why I say do the research for yourself, find the magic. And if you come across the number interpretation, try not to put that in the comment section anywhere, because we want to allow everybody to have the chance to find the magic for themselves. So let's see what angel number comes up for you. We have a 2, 1, and 7. So 217 is your number. I'm going to put that in the screen for you. Go ahead and see what that number brings to you at this time. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Consider joining my channel membership for exclusive content and readings I put out for members only. You could also visit me on my Etsy shop. The Etsy store link is down below in the description box. Pay me a visit. I have Starseed t-shirts I designed myself, handmade crystal jewelry that I make myself, as well as personal readings upon availability. If you see one there and if you feel you're in the need of one, go ahead and reserve it for yourself. Pay me a visit at any time. Okay, I love to see you around. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and always keep shining. Pile number 4 viewers, you chose the treasure map. So it says X marks the spot. And I know it's hard to see because these cards are super tiny. These cards are actually from a children's game that I found at the thrift store a while back. They don't have divinatory meanings, but I do read symbolism. So in the event that the symbolic energy of the map applies somehow to your reading, I will incorporate that. I did not shuffle for those. Like I said, what I did was I chose a theme of what I felt was journeying, right? So it's like you're moving into a new timeline. We want to find out what that timeline is. And all the little cards have something to do with movement or journeying. So I'm using the Joie de Vie Tarot for you, as well as the Fairy Godmother Oracle. I'll show you the box because it's pretty unusual. Yeah, this is a very unusual card deck. It's not one that I gravitate toward often, but I had it sitting there. I was like, you know what? I should probably use this because I haven't in a while. And then not only that, like, if you like what you see as far as artwork and whatever, and you try to search for it yourself, let me know if they still make it, because I honestly don't know if this is still in production at all. So if you happen to find it, let me know. So let's see. We're going to start off with the Oracle first. I'll grab the Tarot after. So let's see. What timeline are you on? Pile number 4 viewers. Whoa, okay. Did you see that? Celebrations. Ooh, I like it so far. Okay. Something to celebrate in this new timeline that you're on. So let's see. What timeline are you on? Okay. One more. So let's start with the Oracle first. So we have celebrations. Whoa, we have a wish. Okay, so you could definitely in this new timeline have a wish come true. Oh, I love it. And look at oh my gosh, I like this a lot. The artwork, look, it's basically this child sharing, right, with the elderly lady. It's like this feeling of sharing is caring. Not only that, the apple is very symbolic of abundance and knowledge. And we have generational energy here as well. So think of like legacy. That's so interesting. Sharing is caring, generosity, kindness, an open heart. Somebody's gifting you something. Maybe in this new timeline, what you're being gifted with is a wish. That is definitely something to celebrate, right? The receiving of a wish come true, of a seed that you've planted. Whoa, okay. She looks like Glinda, right? Glinda the Good Witch from the Wizard of Oz. These cards are so fun. I'm surprised I have not grabbed them before. If you go through my channel, you could probably find older readings where I did use them. But then again, you know, you come across, as a reader, you come across all these different decks and you want to use them, and then some get put on the shelf and forgotten because you're using other ones. And yeah, but the artwork is pretty cool. What this is telling me is that the timeline that you're on is one where you're going to be celebrating a wish come true. And there's something about also that your energy is changing in this new timeline where you're opening your heart more towards the world around you. There's this feeling of being very generous. Maybe the wish that you receive will allow you to be more generous as far as giving of your time, your energy. Also, likewise, you might be receiving more kindness, more generosity from others as well in this new timeline. But there's something that's giving me the vibe of being able to share the wealth. Now, mind you, you're on a journey in this new timeline to find the treasure, right? That's what the treasure map is here. And it looks like in this new timeline, you will find the treasure. Whatever that treasure is, maybe the treasure is your wish come true. So if you have treasure, right, and wealth, share the wealth, maybe that's what this is all about right here. Your ability in this new timeline to share the wealth, to have your generosity, your inherent generosity kind of like extend beyond you, right? It's kind of like your aura affecting everything around you, the people that you come in contact with even. There's something about you in this new timeline that is expanding your energy. It's almost like you're in this beautiful bubble of energy that extends to everything that you touch. I'm getting Midas touch energy as well. Like everything you touch turns to gold, that you're able to help and affect and touch the lives of the people around you. Your energy is that lit up that you walk into a room and it shifts, right? It shifts the energy around you because you're a vessel of light and love and kindness and goodness and generosity, right? Because you're stepping into this timeline where your heart is fully open. And as a result of just living a life, maybe, look, and then what's funny is the tarot is called Joie de Vie, right? So it's exactly that. It's like this new timeline is helping you to access your joie de vie. But then in accessing your joie de vie, maybe it has to do with the wish fulfillment, it actually accessing that and living that and being that energy radiates beyond you so far from your point of origin to the world around you. That's literally what this feels like. You're going to have so much to celebrate in this new timeline that you're on. Part of the celebration is a wish fulfillment, a wish come true. Maybe this wish or desire manifested then allows you to extend it in some way, shape or form, energetically, maybe vibrationally, physically. It helps extend it to the world around you. So it's like a ripple effect, right? Is what this is giving. That's really beautiful. You're coming into some treasure. You're finding treasure. X marks the spot. You're on a journey right now into this new timeline where you do find your treasure. But the feeling is when you find your treasure, it's going to help you to leave a legacy. And I say that because of the imagery in this card. Generational wealth, maybe. It's like almost like this is grandma and here's the grandkids, you know? And she's left a legacy for her grandchildren in some way, or for generations that follow after you. or beyond you, right? It's like extending the treasure and the wish. The wish is going to extend figuratively, energetically, metaphysically, maybe even, or actually literally or physically beyond you. You're leaving a legacy in this new timeline that you're on. That it's going to ripple beyond time, space, maybe from this present generation to the next. 7 of Coins. So let's see, what timeline are you on? I like that because that's building up to something. It's talking about toiling, laboring towards an endeavor. And this feeling of, you know, you work towards something, you hope to yield the result. And a lot of times, even while you're toiling diligently, you don't always see the result. It sometimes feels like it's never coming. Maybe you've been wishing for the wish to arrive, and you've been doing everything you could do on a physical, tangible, earthly level to assist in the arrival of a wish fulfilled or the manifestation of something. You've been doing what you've needed to do on a tangible, earthly level with the 7 of Coins, but you still haven't really seen much evidence of it. The thing is that this timeline that you're on is going to reveal the wish to you. And your work is telling you that your toil and your labor has not been in vain, that it was always leading up to or working towards the end result of it being tangible or made tangible. Let's see, what timeline are you on? Pile number 4 of yours. All right. If I need more cards, like I said, I will grab off to the side, but let's see. 7 of Coins, Page of Coins. And the Empress. Whoa. Okay. The Empress, mother energy, and then we have grandma in the card, right? I mean, it kind of ties into it. Also, I mean, it's almost like I'm seeing the grandma as the Empress, right? But matured. Because Empress card is usually depicted as very youthful, womanly energy. Feminine, divine feminine, right? So she would be like the maiden mother. And then here we have the energy of crone. So this is like the elderly version of the Empress, this lady here in the card, with her grandchildren. Because she is mother. She is the mother and the wife of the tarot. So divine feminine, right? So what I'm seeing here is the birth of a dream, because the Empress is pregnant. I call her the birth of the dream because she's the gestation process of a seed that's been planted. And the seed usually is planted in the subconscious of the High Priestess, which is the card that comes before it. And then that seed that was planted in the subconscious starts to grow physically and gestate physically in the Empress card. She's about growth, fertility, abundance, expansion, creativity. Yes, manifestation. It's the growth of the seed that was planted in an earthly way, because she's Taurus energy. So it's like the seed gets planted in the subconscious of the High Priestess with spirit, and then gets physically birthed into one's experience tangibly on an earthly physical reality level of the Empress card. So this is about you birthing a dream with her energy, a wish come true. It's like everything that you've been toiling toward or working toward has not been in vain over here. Like, it was yielding something even when you couldn't see the result. Like I always use with this card, the analogy of you don't pull the carrots up to see how they're growing, right? You got to trust that the seed that you planted in the earth is doing its thing. Eventually it's going to push through the soil and you're going to be able to see the result of what you've planted. But it takes work. It takes pruning of the garden. It takes tending to the soil, watering, making sure it has plenty of sunlight, right? There's a process involved in the expansion of that initial seed that's been planted. It is a work. It is a labor of love. Literally labor, right? Labor as well with the 7 of coins. So these 2 cards, definitely a labor of love. Page of coins or pentacles is coming in to say, look, there's an opportunity that's incoming here. There's a fresh start. You know, they are brand new energy. They're also students of life. So sometimes they take the initial step in an investment or in, a financial investment for some of you. Or they take the first step in the direction of a physical, tangible opportunity, maybe to learn something or expand their knowledge in some way. But this is saying that in the process of laboring towards a wish fulfilled or putting energy into it, a goal maybe, right? That seed was firmly planted, rooted. And it's about to show, right? You're about to birth it now. Okay, I'll give you an example. It does, or I'll lay it out for you. This feels like the labor in the garden. The preparation of the garden to plant the seed and birth the baby, right? Because these are children, to birth the baby into physical reality. So you did the prep work here, right? To prepare the soil, the garden, get it ready for this baby, this new life to then get birthed into your world. Whether that's actual literally, right, of a child or whatnot, or of a creative project or goal. But this new timeline is preparing, it feels like preparing the foundation, or it's going to start to show you or yield to you the result that you've been working towards in order to manifest this or to create what you've been wishing for. And it does feel like, it feels like a harvest energy as well, because we do have the celebration energy. And when you've reached the conclusion, when you've reached the finale, when you've accomplished something, right? It's only then that you get to celebrate. So it's feeling like the celebration of a harvest with the Empress energy. This new timeline is helping you to harvest the fruit of all your labor. And this is where the seed that you planted finally starts to grow, blossom, and bloom and push through the soil for the first time, it feels like, finally. You're also on a path to access a goal achieved. Again, X marks the spot on the treasure map. You've been on a journey this whole time. You've been working towards your goals this whole time. And this new time, or this timeline that you're on, is going to help you find the treasure you've been working towards or searching for, and finally access the very thing that you've been wishing for this whole time. But just know that the Empress energy is all about expansion and growth and the birth of something into your world. And know that whatever it is that you are manifesting or creating, or that's about to come into your experience, is going to help you expand and extend it beyond you. So it's going to affect the world around you in some way, the greater world around you. So this creation, this goal manifested, this wish come true or fulfilled, that you're going to be celebrating in this new timeline, it does feel like it's about you, but then it's so much bigger than you. It's going to go beyond you. It's going to extend past you, which is fine because you're the vehicle by which spirit can fulfill it and bring it into the world. And if you're the vessel by which it ripples through time and space, then so be it, right? You have a legacy to leave. And I'm just looking at like future generations, maybe grandchildren, also getting vibes of land and nature with the Empress energy. The X marks the spot. You're on a journey. Sometimes you're traveling to find that spot that you call home, right? That you can settle down in with the Empress. Or you can have a family where you can be, you know, the wife, right, with the Empress energy. Or you can connect with your divine feminine, whoever that is, or whatever role that is. Or you can step into your crone, your maiden mother crone energy, right? Your triple goddess energy. I say that also because right here, the phases of the moon, right? Can't seem to get this to focus. There we go. Right there. So it does feel like you're, in this new timeline, you're settling into a place, into a state of being that's going to help you accomplish, access, create all the different like stages of you and your life and your life's journey. So I don't know if this is like a special, special location, right, on the map. Geographical map for some of you. There's feelings like this energy of like, there's so many different stages of your life that you are going to, milestones. Yes, thank you. Milestones of your life that in this next timeline, or this timeline that you're on, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be celebrating so many freaking milestones on this timeline that you are on. Big ones. Like I was getting maiden mother crone, stages of the journey. I don't know if that's a new home, right? Maybe a place closer to nature, where you can leave a legacy or raise your children or grandchildren or create. There's definitely a creative life ahead of you, I feel, in this timeline that you're on. The timeline that you're on is full of labor, yes, love towards the things that you love, towards your goals achieved, towards all the wishes and manifestations or seeds that you've planted, arriving at them successfully, abundantly with the Empress, prosperously, leaving a legacy, celebrating major milestones on the journey, big ones. Lots of things to celebrate. Receiving wealth, abundance, and treasure, wishes fulfilled that extend beyond you at present. Okay. Opportunities. Yes. Learnings, different stages of growth, even with the Page of Coins, because pages are students of life. Lots to celebrate. So if some of you want to leave a legacy in some way for future generations, this is saying, whoa, this is saying that this timeline that you're on is going to help you do that. Like, remember I was saying stages, milestones, cycles, and rhythms, Maeve. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. We all go through different cycles of life. Again, maiden mother crone. Did I say that right? Maiden mother crone. That's a cycle. Those are cycles. Those are milestones in life. And they all have their own rhythms. So that makes sense. Honoring the rhythms and the cycles and the milestones and the stages of your maturation as a human on this planet. There's something about you accessing longevity and also old age, happy, healthy, joyful old age. I mean, the blessing of what that is, right? The privilege of growing older. You know, not everybody gets to have that. I mean, I'm 45 and I've already exceeded the age of my mother when she died. So again, the privilege of being able to, right, be alive into old age. That's such a milestone. Like it's huge to me. So I'm just seeing this as like legacy, long life, longevity, family, wealth, abundance, prosperity, everything you're laboring for, working towards the greater good in the future, extending beyond you. That's the timeline that you're on. Wishes fulfilled, treasure accessed. So many beautiful stages of life to celebrate. Honoring the maturation of your life's journey through all its beauty and stages. I want one more. Whoa. You have Goddess Isis, past life. This situation involves your past life memories. Remember I was saying through time and space, right? You're creating a ripple effect through time and space. That's freaking wild. Also, that card is about agreements that we make. And it does feel like the timeline that you're on is helping you to access and achieve something that was agreed upon before entering this physical realm in this lifetime. So it's like this feeling of, you know, I'm not going back to Earth School unless I can accomplish this one thing. So I'll agree to go back to Earth School as long as I can do this one thing. As long as I can heal a certain, maybe ancestral thing as well. Oh yeah, because I was getting by as a legacy, right? Okay, pile number 4. Some of you came to Earth School upon the condition that you would achieve a certain goal. And I also think that part of it has to do with maybe your ancestral line or lineage. So in this timeline, some of you are healing or repairing some kind of ancestral Yeah, some kind of ancestral legacy. Maybe healing a generational wound, but it's like it's you that's doing it in this lifetime. You're healing it. You're reclaiming your family line, legacy, or something that has to do with that. Those themes were tied into this card off the bat. Maybe your energy or whatever's being healed has to do with the divine feminine line of the Empress. But you accessing this wish fulfilled, finding your treasure, leaving a legacy, has to do with some maybe past life agreement or condition upon re-entering, right, Earth School, or the game called life in human form. That's why it says the situation involves your past life memories. So maybe all the lives that you lived were leading up to this lifetime, to fulfill it now, to leave a legacy. Wow. Okay. You let me know how that feels to you, because it does feel with that card that the timeline that you're on is meant to like it feels like all the ancestors that came before you, they're supporting you and they are trusting you to finish what they couldn't or what they started. And there's some like really strong divine feminine energy surrounding you, supporting you, assisting you maybe. As well. A mother energy, maybe a grandmother or a mother, great-grandmother. But it's like you're the one who's going to heal the generational wound or reclaim your family legacy in some way. Yeah, that's what I got. I don't know. You tell me, man. Like, this is pretty cool. I don't know what else to say. I just feel like the timeline that you're on is to fulfill an agreement or condition upon re-entering, because I just keep getting this feeling of, you weren't going to come back into this experience unless you could fulfill that wish, live it, experience it, and leave it, right, for the next generation. Or you agree to come into this experience to heal a legacy, a family legacy, once and for all, right? And like every lifetime that you've had was leading up to this moment where in this timeline you would fulfill a wish, a legacy, heal a generational wound, so that way generations beyond you could reap, right, the rewards of everything you leave behind. Also, X marks the spot, the treasure map. There's been a treasure, an ancestral treasure I feel stored up for you that in this timeline is about to get released to you. Okay, so yeah. Again, I was getting vibes of share the wealth, share the love, leave the legacy. Like you're gonna leave it beyond, it's gonna go beyond you. It's huge, whatever this wish is. But it's definitely tied to a past life agreement or condition. Yeah, you tell me. I don't know. I'm rambling now. Let's get some angel numbers. I love this reading for you, pile number 4. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice to get angel numbers to maybe assist, to give you more messages, right? Maybe something you need personally, or to confirm some things I've already said in the reading. That happens a lot. Like people look up the number and it resonates 100% with the reading. So that's also how you know that I'm in alignment as a reader too when that happens. So yeah, go research for yourself what the angel number meanings could be. There's a lot of sources on the internet. I never want to imply that one source is better over another. I say trust your heart. If there's one that resonates with you, go with that one. Take the journey, right? Because sometimes when you take the journey to research things for yourself, you come across other signs, serendipity and synchronicity Spirit needs you to find. That's why I don't give you a source. I want you to find that magic for yourself. Likewise, don't put the number interpretation, please, in the comment section in any way. We want everybody to take the journey for themselves and find the magic that they need. Okay. So let's see what numbers come up for you. Pile number 4. 8. 0. 4. So go ahead and look up that number. I'll put it in the screen for you. See what it brings. 804 is your angel number. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Consider joining my channel membership for exclusive content and readings I put out for members only. You could also visit me on Etsy. Link is down below to my Etsy store. I have handmade crystal jewelry there. I have Starseed t-shirts that I make myself also, or I design them myself, just like I create the crystal jewelry. I design all these things myself. You could also check me out for a personal reading should you ever feel the need for one. So much love to you wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself and always keep shining.